Alright, YouTube, we about to unbox the Jeezy brush. He's tough, bro. He's tough, bro. He's tough. Alright, YouTube, we got the bull wavy mach in the building. What you thinking today? What you thinking?
We're gonna do maybe a little taper.
Okay. Enhancements and all that. Keep the beard, make it sharp.
Yep.
Bet. Ooh. What number you thinking?
Number 4 with the grain instead of
Number 4. So how about I do 8 against and then smooth it down with the 4 close?
That's cool.
Bet. Let's get it. Alright, YouTube. As you can see, my dog is spinning. So we're actually gonna go against the grain. Sometimes against the grain, well, a lot of the times, that's gonna make a more even cut all around. Now, he had that little patch in the front. I don't know if you guys seen that. He told me it's a fork. So what a fork is basically when your wave, when you're trying to like break, when the wave is like broken. So you see how a lot of his waves are connected. A fork is basically when, like a fork in the road, like a stumbling block basically. So I got my Babyliss FX clippers and I have the 8 guard and the lever's fully closed and we just gonna go against the grain. But we're gonna avoid the crown until we go with the grain. And with going against the grain, you still want to be careful. Even though you could be kind of messy, you still want to be neat because you don't want the guard to pop off and then you scalp them. And then, yeah, your career is basically over. So now I got my 4 and we're gonna smooth everything down starting at the crown. And I'm going with the grain. So after that, we're gonna take the 360 Jeezy brush and then go with the grain, brush it all down, kind of get like the loose hairs out of his hair, out of his scalp. And then we're gonna start the taper. So we're gonna go for like a mid to low taper. Gonna definitely keep those C cups nice and dark. So I started with my bald line, then I went up about 1/2 inch, and then we're gonna go ahead and debulk first before we go with the 1. I had my I think that was my 3. So I got my 1 now. And we're just gonna work this taper from the top to the bottom. After that, we're gonna fade the beard in and move on to the other side. So his C cup on this side, it looked like it was kind of pushed up a little bit. So I noticed that going into this. So we're gonna go ahead and try and bring that down a little bit and remove a lot of that bulk near the C cup. My dog drove like 2 hours to me. He lives in like the next few towns over. We both live in Pennsylvania, but I live on the edge of Pennsylvania, basically in New Jersey. So for those of y'all who've never been to Philly, Philly is basically in New Jersey. It's like right next to it. Now for the back, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna give ourselves a lot of room. We're gonna be generous with this taper. You still wanna make sure it pops out. So I'm gonna debulk first. And now I have my 1. And cutting waivers, it isn't easy. A lot of people think it's easy. You know, scalping someone and taking a 2 against the grain is going to be much easier than cutting waves because remember, waves are laid down curls. When you try to shape up curls, it's not easy because you have to split each curl with the trimmer to actually make it look crispy. So we're shaping up around the ear, making sure it's nice and crispy. I want you guys to know I'm combing down as I do this, because the way wavers, their waves are, they're constantly moving, they're constantly brushing their hair, they're constantly combing it. So you want to cut that according to how, the lifestyle of the haircut is, if that makes sense. So for the line, as you can see, this is why I say wavers are extremely hard to cut. Their lines are never straight. They're very wavy, because there's waves. Usually a waver that really takes care of his waves and is a real waver, not just a person with waves, they gonna have waves all the way down to their hairline. And that's not easy to shape up at all. So we're gonna connect the one side all the way to this side, and we're shaping up his vertical bars. Making sure those corners match too is important before you add, any enhancement. Now we're gonna add our enhancements for today. Mainly focusing on the corners, because he had a little light spot in the corner on each side. So now we're gonna shape up his mustache and his facial hair. Now this is a very important part, especially for his texture. Shout out Easy Blade, we're using our razor, 10% off using my code, it's on the screen. You want to stretch the skin and really hit those C-cups. Like I said in my previous video, I think my last video or the one before that, not everyone needs a razor, but this person, he does. Like, it just makes the cut pop out. You can kind of see the stubble if you don't do the razor, especially close up. So you want to do the razor. You also want to do this on every waver. Now some wavers don't want this because they're trying to go right back into the woof, but I recommend this. Freehand trimming, just getting all those loose hairs. You're not necessarily cutting the waves, but you're just trimming the loosies. So we're just adding the finishing touches, gonna sheen them down, and this is reaction. This is how my client came in. This is before I combed it out. And this is how he's leaving. That's crispy. If you like this cut, drop a comment down below. Like, comment, share this video. It's your boy 4, and I'm out. Peace.